Hey kids, it's Brian Trauman. It's Pez Through the Ages. We've got a Facebook page and a YouTube channel. We are in the Disney section. I've postponed this one because it's time consuming. These big ones take some time to figure out what I actually have. And I've got a crazy spreadsheet. So what's important here about Pluto is, let's start with some big basics. All right, there's A, B, C, and D, and a Softhead. There's a click and play, there's an extreme version. Those are part of different sets, and they'll be part, there's already a video about this guy and there will be about that guy. These are all A, these three are B, these guys with the green collars are C, and that guy's D. This is a Softhead. A comes out in 1963. All of mine, and I think, hold on, I'll tell you when you can count it yourself, but I've got hold on, 19 A's to show you. Not one of them has a metal pin. They all have a plastic hinge, like so. Some of them have a metal spring inside. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, 9 of the 16, 9 of the 19 have a metal spring. What's interesting that you don't really care about is that I've realized I don't have one from the USA. I've got just about every other nationality represented here, and that's cool. I'm going to show you these guys in just a few. Those are the cool ones. But let's start here on the left. These guys, I'll tell you what, maybe the most interesting thing is the colors of Pluto's head. There are a couple of different shapes to the head. They're hard to tell. If you kind of look towards the back, you can see some of them have this hump on the back, whereas others, it's kind of more squared off and the hump is farther back. You see that? You should be able to see that. You can see the humpiness. It changes. The eyes also change. They're creepy. But that's just a paint job. I mean, look at the colors on some of these. This back here, this is the Austria trio in my collection. That's right, a blue Austria footed stem. Even the nose position, but you got kind of orangey, you got kind of a deeper tan, and you have, I'm going to call that taupe. That's right, T-A-U-P-E. Look it up. But look at this guy. He's super yellow. He doesn't work with any of those. Over here, you got deep orange. This yellow is unique amongst this crowd. It's close to that, but it's not the same. What's cool about this one is that it has Indústria Brasileira. It's Portuguese. It's from Brazil. And it says so right on the frickin' stem. That's cool. It looks just like anything else, except it's super yellow and it's from Brazil. That's Brazil. These guys over here, these four are all hanging out together because they're all from Hong Kong. These are 3.4 and two 3.4s and two 3.9 Hong Kongs. They all have the 7 IMC. The 3.4s have metal springs inside, whereas the 3.9s have moved to plastic. Why do I have 2 of each? Because of the colors. They look cool. They look different. They're looking in different directions. These guys, by the way, you could find in these kind of German, European style, this one from Munich, vending boxes from the vending machines. These 3 guys in the back are from Austria. One of them has a dual IMC. It's this one here. You can see there are 2 IMCs on it. That's 4.4. We'll do a different video if I haven't already on dual IMCs. They go from 4.1 to 4.8. It's the different factories, the different lines in Austria. They're all going to be on a 3.4 stem. There's also, I mean, this guy is just on a cool Austria stem. It doesn't really make sense. Makes me think it's swapped. And then this guy is one of the few I've got that's a 2.6 Austria with no IMC of any kind on either side. Some dirt for sure. And sometimes the ones with no IMC have like a little 1 hanging out here, top left of the P. It doesn't exist. Not on this one. Not on this one. These guys in the back are on DBP stems, and there are 4 different DBP stems out there. This one, maybe there's 4 for Pluto, but certainly for, I just have 2. This DBP, it looks like a child did it. The yellow one is Hong Kong, and you can tell from that 7 IMC that's scrawled or double stamped or garbage. Just poor quality control. The stems out of Hong Kong always look kind of weird too. This DBP has what I call DBP Tiny. It's got the small one. There's no IMC. Or is there? It looks like a plus sign, but it's not. There's nothing there. That's a DBP as well. Let's put those back. And there's cool difference in the colors. Excuse me for the shaky camera. Moving forward, maybe this guy in the middle, he's my sole Hungary stem, and he's got the curly Y. I'll zoom in for you. The curly Y looks like that with the curly tail at the bottom. It's an interesting, different font. Hungary, who knows when that started happening. These three, you've got Mexico, H-O in Mexico, and you've got two from Spain. This one is, can I get a focus? There we go, 3.4 Spain. And then one of my favorites is the spineless, thin-footed yellow stem, 3.9 made in Spain. Again, with a cool white insert. No, he's got a super flat head. This bump just kind of hangs off the back. So Mexico, Spain, and Brazil all hanging out together. Here's a USA Softhead. We'll do a separate video on all 6 Softheads. I think this might be the last of the 6 that I need to show you. We've done Dumbo and Duck, Donald Duck, Captain Hook, Mickey, and Goofy. Yeah, so that's number 6. These 5 guys are from Yugoslavia. You can spot those bright orange ones a mile away. Those are going to be dual half-flower stems. Let's see, it may show up. Yeah, we can see that. 2.6 Yugo, and you can see right under Yugoslavia there are these 2 semicircular things. We call those half-flowers. We expect that those are actually holding ledges, if you will, kind of a if you think of typesetting, for those old-timey printing press folks out there, this is something that holds the block in place. 2.6 Yugo double half flower usually comes with an IMC of V. V for victory, V for the Roman numeral 5. That's a 5. The other ones, I've got a combination of 3.4 with nothing written, but it's a Yugo because it's got the 5. We've got this guy who is, get the right, a Yugoslavia 3.9 with a 5. That's on a footed spined stem. And then lastly in the Yugo set is, here's another 3.9 Jugo with a J, Slavia with a 5. That's Yugoslavia. We don't have any USA ones, which is bugging the crap out of me. We've done Hong Kong, Hungary, Austria, DBPs, Yugoslavias, USA, Brazil, Mexico, and Spain. That takes us to B. And you can see there are 2 different sets of eyes here. The difference between A and B is that the ears don't move. Those things are locked on and locked on good. My Bs, these all come out in 1989, by the way. I've got 2 Hong Kongs. They're both 3.9 IMC 7s. The difference, the reason I have 2 is that they're looking in different directions. Different paint job on the eyes. Then my other guy is a 3.9 Austria with a 3 IMC. Of course, your results may vary. There are tons of variations out there. I don't claim to have them all. Pluto C comes out in 1979. It's a larger head. It's got a green collar. You can find him on a green stem and a red stem. Maybe there are others, but I doubt it. Mine are on 4.9 and 5.9 stems. There's Hungary. The other one is on a Slovenia stem with an upside down R. Plenty of videos out there with my upside down R. That's just the R. It's not going to be this one. This R facing the other way. The one I'm holding, though, is Pluto D. Wait a minute. Yeah, that one, did I say? C comes out in 1997. This guy comes out in 2009. His ears still don't move, but his ears hang down lower and he does not have the green collar. Mine happens to be on a 5.9 China. It's possible that you're going to find it on some other stems. I think, I'm going to leave that. I think that's the one they're still making. Just to round it all out, this is the Extreme Disney. I forget when he comes out, but there's a different video, or there will be on that. Mine happens to be on a 5.9 Slovenia, which means, nope, just a right side up bar. Oh well. And lastly is the click and play. Again, there's a different video. This thing you rotate. I'll try to do without breaking it. And maybe it's the other way. Maybe it's, anyway, the top piece comes off. No, I'm not going to do it. Top piece comes off right above, right here at this juncture, and then you can play with it. You click it, and then you play with it. Is that fun? It might be for kids. It's not for me. It's on a 7.5 China. That, my friends, is Pluto. Oh, special bonus. I'll show you where this comes from. I'll just take you over. It's not that vending machine. That's a fake. It's not these vending machines, although these are awesome. They come with candy inside. It's this guy. This guy. This would have been in Europe and written in what I'll call European. It comes in a variety of languages. And you put in some money and you pull on this or push it up. What would you do? I guess you got to have money in there for that to work. You put your money in there and out pops one of these boxes looking like so. Those are the European ones, folks. Oh, and I guess there's some other European ones. Hold on. You might not care. Some of these, at least this one, is European. I think all the other ones might be US. Anyhow, folks, that's the story about Pluto.